Hi there, Al Dure, Creative Director of Character Options, and I'm here to introduce you very excitedly to our latest online exclusive, which is of course the Destiny of the Dalek set, except it's not. It is in fact the Ruins of Skaro set, and you might notice I'm sitting in those ruins as we speak. Yes, it's the Ruins of Scaro set. It will feature Movellans from the Destiny of the Dalek story and the highly sought after Bomber Dalek. So in the story, as you know, the Movellans basically are fighting a war with the Daleks. The Daleks are looking exceedingly dilapidated and are on the back foot. They've gone back to try and find Davros in the ruins of their old city on Skaro, and the Doctor and Leela turn up in the TARDIS, and at the same time the Movellans, who are a race of robots, turn up, and once they figure out that the Daleks are looking for Davros, they suddenly realise that the Doctor could be their ticket to winning the war as well, because basically two sides are in a giant impasse. So this is the Ruins of Skaro set. It's a fantastic set. I'm very excited about this one, you can probably tell. Basically this set has, as I say, two Movellans and a Dalek, and we'll get into those in a little bit more detail. The packaging looks spectacular. We've got the Movellans on one side and we've got the Dalek with the bombs on the other side. It has the usual livery, and when you turn it round, on the back is the standard spiel about, well, I say standard, it's not standard, it's bespoke to this pack, but it's a spiel about the story and a little bit about the production. It looks amazing. And so, when you open the pack, inside you will get your Dalek and your two Movellans, and we'll go into those in a little bit more detail in a second. But you will also get a lovely diorama, which I know you guys love, of the inside of the Movellan ship, which you can use, like I say, as a diorama, or just to look nice in the background. Then if we move on to the product, let's start with the Dalek, because he's more standard, I would say. So many years ago, we released as part of a 3-pack the Bomber Dalek from Destiny. This new Dalek is more aligned to the Destiny Daleks that were released in the B&M set, but it has a completely retooled center waist section and the bombs which go with it. So the orientation of the bombs and the positioning of the bombs, and I think even the number of the bombs, is completely different to what was previously released, and hopefully a little bit more accurate. We've always tried to sort of push that. But the Destiny Dalek has the usual things: scuffs on the bottom, the same deco, the same eye stick, and the same colour of body, shoulder and skirt and neck section as well. It's absolutely fabulous. I know this one's been a long time coming, I know people have been desperate for it, but now you can get the Bomber Dalek in this set, so I will put him right here. If we move on to the Movellans, I absolutely love these figures. I have been so desperate to do the Movellans for so long, it's not even true, and finally I get to do it. So in the pack you will find two Movellans. The face sculpts are completely different, and if I can just take you through some of the body details, I can show you basically the features. So we have shoulder articulation, we have elbow articulation, which is limited, and that's really because of the costumes. In order not to have hoofing great planar joints on the arms, which I felt was pretty important, we've basically kept those to a minimum. They have wrists that articulate. I love the little illuminated, back in the day that would have been a little glow stick, and it probably was a little glow stick, but those are replicated as well. Then we have the tunic. We've got basically the waist turns underneath the tunic. We have thigh joints, we've got knee joints, and we have an upper arm, if I didn't already mention it, joint as well. And then we have the very particular Movellan hair. We've got the bright silver belt. We've got the bright silver collar and the silver tops to the boots. So we've got a little bit of mud on the bottom of the boots because the Movellans were running around in a quarry all the time, as we know, and a very nice quarry it was too. And we also have the Movellan guns. Movellan guns are molded in a lovely transparent plastic, and they can be held in either hand. But even better than that, you can detach the gun and you can clip it onto the waistband. I don't think Movellan guns were actually properly designed to go on waistbands because they were enormous. So they look a bit like they're carrying around a sort of exotic thermos flask, but it will go on there, or as I say, you can detach it and you can very simply, there's a little bar inside and you can basically slide the hand on there. Deco on the faces, again, we've gone with the new style of decoration, which is to use bare plastic molded in colour with face deco added on the top. And this is purely and simply because the details are far, far better. They really are. And putting paint on top of this would be a crime, frankly. So that's the basics of the Movellan. They also have the control stick, which isn't removable, but it is a detail that is added on there. As I say, we've got 2 in the set, and I think these are absolutely fabulous. It's worth sort of turning them around because the way they're designed, the joints are very nicely disguised so as not to look too obtrusive, because obviously they were a very aesthetically pleasing and athletic looking race, albeit robots. And they look fantastic. So you can pose them with the gun pointing, threatening your Daleks. So that's basically the set. You get 2 Movellans, which are absolutely fantastic figures, and you get your Bomber Dalek. So it's a very unique set with 2 figures that we've never had before. One that it has been had before, but is different, so it's not the same. And the Movellans, which are brand new, and a lovely little diorama. So that's the new Character Options Ruins of Scaro online exclusive. And it just remains for me to say thank you again for joining us. Thank you again for supporting the line. I really hope you like this set. I think it's absolutely awesome, and I will see you again soon.